to have a dry cleaning service that picked up and dropped off twice a week pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Um, I, don't wear clothes because unless I'm on a plane flying to a speech, I don't, I'm,
Yeah.
not wearing the clothes. So because I'm not going out socially like it was back in the day.
Right. So I get excited, when I go to get coffee, like the barista, the whole team there knows me. And we don't even have a long conversation,
Yeah.
but they know. And if I'm gone, if I'm not there for 2 days, they will say something, you know?
I love that.
And I talk to my
And they know your
neighbors.
order, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna order on the app, but yes, they know my
Oh,
order,
okay,
you
okay,
know.
okay.
But like, my neighbors, like we always like make sure if one of us is going out of town that we, give whatever we have in the refrigerator to the other person, right? It's
Ah,
just like what I'm trying to say is I'm treating every human interaction as sacred right now. I think that's where we are right now.
yeah. No, I 100% agree. Lakshmi, how can people learn more, get more about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm at a lot of different ways. I'm at the Later Dater Today website, Instagram, all the things. I'm on LinkedIn and
I will have all these links in the show notes. So laterdatertoday.com, also your website.com, because if people are looking for speakers, you're a
yeah.
fantastic speaker. And then the link to the Later Dater Today podcast and how to follow you on social media.
Yes,
Anything
all
I
of it.
missed that you think my audience needs to hear?
Well, it's funny. I was listening to a few episodes and I was reading about you as well. And I was thinking about so I used to be a customer service operator
Mm.
for a gift card company. I did that for like 2 years.
Like when you say operator over the phone?
Like customer service, yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
headset, the
Yeah,
whole like
yeah.
sitting in a basement.
That's a tough job.
Um, and I was thinking about and I know you're talking about customer experience in a very, like large
No,
way.
but we cover call centers, support
Yeah.
centers, contact centers, the whole gamut. Even I'm
Yeah, and
hoping it was a Starbucks that you were talking about. They're a client of ours. So if it was
no,
great.
it's a
Okay.
it's a local it's a local
Okay.
coffee shop
Okay.
in New York. But you know, what I think about a lot and what I try to tell people about dating, and I think this will cover a lot of the different
Yeah.
things that you asked in our conversation. Like, you know, when you're talking, let's say you're talking to a customer service rep, like for your cable company or your phone or whatever. And I remember I used to be on the other end of this. And you know how it's so easy to cross wires? It can be so easy. Like one turn of phrase, one because you feel like this person owes you something and it's just so easy for that conversation to go haywire, right?
Right. Yes.
And that's what happened in dating, right? It's like two people are meeting and it's as if they might as well both be wearing headsets in like different parts
Mm.
and the tiniest thing goes wrong and it can go haywire
Are
so
they
quickly.
looking? Do people look for something to go wrong? Are we more wired today to,
Well,
be looking for
that's
red flags?
that's what I was saying about sort of the consumer mindset that people don't realize that they put on, right? So like they go on a date and all of a
Mhm.
sudden they forget that it's a human who has their whole life and it's very easy. It's not even anyone's fault. It's very easy to start to treat it like the person on the other end when
Right.
you call Verizon who owes you something,
Right. Right.
right? Who has to
Yeah.
win your trust. And
Yeah.
you're sort of assuming that if they do something wrong or if they make a mistake that they somehow are not a good person, and that's usually not the case at all. People are just very flawed and are trying to do the best they can. And so
And the
that's
opposite to that, or the flip to that, what we try to teach, and it all comes back to, I think this applies to both what we're talking about, business and personal dating, is we try to teach a day in the life of a customer. Like you have no idea what, that customer and you have no idea what the person you may be going out with is
that's
going through. Yeah.
exactly the same
And
thing.
I've been guilty of being that customer, talking to a customer service rep or a cashier, not loving their answer or hiding behind policy, right? Not a horrible thing, but just I'm annoyed. but I ripped into them.
Yeah.
And then after I'm doing the download saying, why was I so, hard on them? Right. I mean, it
Yeah.
didn't warrant, but then I realized it's not so much what they did or said or didn't do. It's what's been going on in my life the past week or month. And I just kind of took it out on them. That was the straw that broke the camel back. So we try to teach customer service reps to not take it personally. But I'm assuming that could bleed over to any walk of life, having a first date and you have no idea what this person could be going through. Her mother could be sick, right? Her mother could have dementia, right? Especially at your age range of people, our parents, are at
Yeah.
so many things. And
Yeah.
we could have a knee-jerk reaction to that this person's a bitch or arrogant or all those things. I don't know. Am I right on the
Yeah.
parallels?
I mean, and I think it doesn't even have to be something like disastrous that's going on
Right.
for them. It's just that
Stress.
people make different things mean something, right? So like on a date, who pays or how they order can, take on a significance that is actually not that important, but you're always like trying to figure out what it means.
Yeah. All right, Lakshmi, thank you so much. I really, really enjoyed this. I learned a lot. And I do think a lot of it applies just to overall people skills,
Yeah,
in any
absolutely.
walk of life. So we're talking, or we just finished with Lakshmi Rengarajan, who
Yes,
is
I'm
a
familiar with that.
leading researcher on dating and the host of the Later Dater Today podcast, speaker. And we'll have all her links for you to follow and register and follow her on social media and be on the Later Dater Today podcast. Should I worry if Later Dater Today podcast is on my girlfriend's phone?
It wouldn't be on her phone, would it? It's on an app. It's just a podcast.
But I'm saying, should I be worried if she follows that? Does that mean she's
No,
looking
because
to
it's
move
just
on
it's
from
just about
me?
it's also just about human skills, as we sort of talked about. It is geared towards daters, but it's all about just how to interact and, keep your interaction muscles strong in today's world, not just about dating.
Okay, good answer. All right, thank you so much, and
Thank
thank you,
you.
revolutionaries, for this week's episode